Hey everybody, K420, back again. I was gonna put this out last night. I was really excited to get this out. There wasn't very much information out on this yet, and it might still be one of those videos because of Hurricane Dorian that nobody was expecting to get out yet. So, Julia Vickerman, we found you. All right. Sorry, Labor Day party. Get all dressed up and nowhere to go yet. Got about an hour to go, so thought I'd leave you guys with a video. Happy Labor Day, everyone. This is Julia Vickerman, creator and writer of, maybe your kid's favorite Netflix cartoon, 12 Forever. Julia Vickerman recently had some disturbing posts come up, and I think we should take a look at them. I started looking at some things that another YouTuber was discussing on Reddit. And as you can see, a lot of this has already been, see this, removed. 19 comments, but the removed by Julia Vickerman started deleting tons of her posts the minute this started. I'll tell you why. We're going to get to that. This is going to be a short video. Hang in there. Let's check it out. So if you notice, most of these comments are from about a day ago, and it talks about how she was removed from her work with Netflix over sexual misconduct allegations with possible legal trouble looming in the distance. Possible legal trouble. Ooh, well, if there's legal trouble, Kate 420 gonna find it. Dun, 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 gonna find it. And then another guy says, same, I legit can't find any source because it says you mind linking the source? Tried Googling it and can't seem to find anything. Another Redditor says, same, I legit can't find a source. Well, let's get to the source. First and foremost, guys, we're going to start over here. This is a blog. This is obviously a blog on Tumblr. And it's not a valid news guarded source. But this is where it starts. And in order to get to the valid source, which is pretty simple because the source is Miss Julia herself, we had to start here. So I'm always one of the people that likes, if I'm going to use your information, I am going to shout you out. So go follow. I am typing like 98 mad men, the maddest of men. 22 lesbian mashup of fan junk shipping shit posts, right fanatic, pretty slow at it, but I try. Okay. Anonymous says, is there any way you could provide a source for all of that information? I want to know if I need to condemn the show indefinitely. For which part? For Julia Vickerman being a pedophile? Well, there's this post going around, which she wrote a while back and tagged pedophile for the, I'm not kidding, she tagged it pedophile. For the part, Shady Patowski being in the new showrunner of 12 Forever, you can check their Twitter. As for legal allegations against Vickerman, same court documents were leaked a while back. Here's an excerpt. All right, so before we get to any court documents, because that's the legal stuff I told you I would look into, let's get to the post. Excuse me. Let's get to too close to the microphone, Kate. Let's get to the post that this blogger is talking about. It's a little blurry. Sorry. I'm gonna see if I can blow it. If it works, I blow it up. There we go. Maybe that. All right. So let's get to the top. I know it's a little hard to read because the blurry between it's juliavickerman.tumblr.com, which she has recently gone through and cleaned out. All right. The light of heavenly inspiration shone down on me when I realized we had 2 tickets left, which leaves 0 options. Wait a minute. Is this it? I went to the wrong one. No, it's just not the whole post. Give me 1 second, guys. That's the second part of it. I knew there was a first part I was missing. Right here. There we go. And this one's gonna get. Oops, wrong one. All right. Um, 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 um. Hold on, sorry. 2 seconds, guys. I don't want to do this. I want to go back to here and just read it off hers. That way I don't have to put them in order. Here we go. Um, oh, they erased it. Julia Vickerman is a pedophile. They erased it. All right, give me 1 second so we can read it off my page here. She put up a Tumblr post, and I just want to make sure it's in order. And if I don't have it in order, then you don't get to read the whole beauty of her. And it also doesn't have the hashtag pedo at the end of it. 1 second, what's going on here? Do do do. Give me a second. I want to see something. I want to see if. See, she's erased so much stuff that we were taking screenshots, and I just want to see if it might be under my screenshot thing, because I just put this into an album, and instead of doing all this other stuff, and maybe I accidentally left it out of the album. I don't want albums. I want. Here we go. Here they all are. Is that the beginning? The light of the. Maybe that. Well, if I find out that after all this, I was in the right spot. This has both posts on it. Gotcha. Now we just need to blow it up, right? Oh, that's going to be hard to read. Okay, strangers can be described as. Is it? Yeah. Tony was hesitant to go on a ride because he values his life, but I had once bought 10. Okay, Tony was hesitant to go on any rides because this is where it starts. Sorry, guys. Values his life, or so he says. But once I had bought 10 tickets, who can really say no to jarring about on the Sizzler? Oh, but Tumblr, guess who was in line at the Sizzler with us? This beautiful, androgynous, excuse me, this beautiful, androgynous, black-haired, emo, 14-year-old boy wearing tight black pants and a black top was really nice and sad. I was so, well, that part's very jumbled. I'm not going to attempt to read it. And I watched my muse push his dyed black hair over his ear, exposing his epic eyebrows, apple still pressed to his lips, saying thank you and a smile. Fuck, this was the best day ever. Why am I so creepy? Hashtag something that's a GPOY, and then hashtag pedophile. But this is her and her friend going to a fair, and they followed a 14-year-old boy around the fair to give him tickets. But the ploy was to give him the tickets. But at the end of it, his mother showed up. He ended up walking into his mother, so she said she gave the 2 tickets to his mother instead. And she said, why is she so creepy? Tagged it pedophilia. Now listen, this is someone who pedophilia warning. So the creator of 12 Forever has a post that's still up as of now, not anymore, guys. You'll not find this post anywhere, and I'm going to tell you why they're cleaning this up so fast if you just hang in with me. Basically detailing her infatuation and attempts to get closer with a random 14-year-old boy. This was made in 2010. She was around 25. Tagged at pedophilia. Okay? All right, now hang on. we have that's not the only thing. I hope you don't think I just brought you some crap like that and said, okay, this is it. I'm sorry that was so fuzzy. As I said, we were literally catching these as she was deleting them, okay? So bear with me. Stuck in traffic on the way to Hawaii, blasting heart, little boy leans out a van window and yells. Now mind you, she writes blasting heart dash little boy leans out a van window and yells, "Call me," and blows me a kiss. Give me your digits. What? Okay, so you want to construe that maybe it meant something that it didn't see. Here's all that. I can read that one better later at the end. If I have time at the end, I'll read it because that actually has the whole part in there that I couldn't read in the one post. I put my wig on a 14-year-old boy and carried him around the dance floor for the most of last night. It was a beautiful wedding. This is all in 2010. All of these. 9 years ago. All of these posts I'm about to read you are all at the same time period of this 14-year-old boy that she supposedly was obsessed with. And these are other people posting about it. Apparently, the creator of Netflix show 12 Forever lusts after underage boys and even tagged one in her own post with hashtag pedophile. Very normal, very cool, it says. Let me see, where was the other one? Right here. Jason Antone, best movie I've seen in a long time. And those kids are hot. Okay, again, 2009. You guys, this girl, as much as, people don't want to address this girl has an issue and she liked young boys. And I'm going to show you another reason I believe that what we are talking about here is real. This is her and the Levine kid that I was just talking about. Doesn't she looks old enough to be his mother, right? Right. Okay, just making sure. This is her up here. Before I think they just get younger. And isn't this I see him on Fox News all the time. Who is this guy? Can someone put it in my comments? He's on Fox News all the time on the Greg Gutfeld show. Now, if you go, there's this Julia Vickerman thing, and it starts to talk about her education, her career, and then it starts to talk about there's something that happened, controversy, something came up, misconduct. It's up here, and now the source that put this up on the maddest of men obviously was smart enough to delete private information, since YouTube now will delete your video and take away your video rights to put up videos if you put out people's private information. So we now have to go through and bleep out stuff. That's what the emojis are. Sorry, I just need a drink. So nature of the action. Cartel is a production management company, one of two members of TFF, a company formed for the limited purpose of facilitating production of the animated series called 12 Forever. Julia Vickerman, the series creator, is the other TFE member. In or about October 2017, TFE hired Pooney to produce the series, and Pooney in turn hired personnel to assist with the series, including defendants, covered up the individual defendants. The individual defendants have accused Vickerman of misconduct outside the production offices for the series and have accused their employee, Puny, of failing to take action after being informed of her misconduct. fact. The individual defendants have not accused Cartel of any independent wrongdoing. Nevertheless, individual defendants have threatened to include them as a defendant in the lawsuit relating to Vickerman and Puny's alleged actions. So basically, somebody told went with their manager and told Puny, look, one of your writers is doing something inappropriate, and you need to fire that writer. But they couldn't, because she was literally the other half of the LLC that owned the series TFE. So anyway, it says, is a mere co-member with Vickerman in an LLC that retained the individual defendant's employer Puny to provide production services, Cartel had no conceivable liability to the individual defendants in any legal theory. If there was some plausible legal theory, which there's not, Cartel had no reason to believe when forming TFE with Vickerman that she might someday engage in alleged misconduct about which the individual defendants complained. Accordingly, an actual controversy now exists where Cartel purported liability to the individual defendants, and on that basis, Cartel TFE seek a declaration that Cartel cannot be held liable to the individual defendants for several reasons. 1, Cartel was not the employer. 2, Cartel was not the employer of Vickerman and cannot be held strictly liable for her alleged misconduct. And then, hang on. Go back. Get out of the big part here. There we go. Where's the other piece? Here it is. Bam. As a mere co-member, yeah, I just read that one. Accordingly, where was I? TFE. Okay, accordingly, an actual controversy now exists. Cartel is not, 3, Cartel is not a party to the agreement between TFE and the individual's employee, Puny. 4, Cartel is not vicariously liable for Vickerman's alleged misconduct towards the individual defendants. And 5, TFE is not the alter ego of Cartel. Two cast members are suing because Vickerman, they went and told that their management that one of their writers had it. I don't know exactly how it went, put it that way, but we know what she's done, and now she's in this legal trouble, and this is all happening. All of this legal stuff is hush hush, and the reason they're wiping everything off the internet is this, guys. I told you this would be a short video, and it wasn't, because I was a mess. This is why. What's this pin tweet? This is just a quick thing from her cartoon. Keep going, but you'll notice all the stuff from her cartoon, and then it starts talking about Julia Vickerman. The little one and I are huge fans. We are on our second watch, and she made some killer artwork at kindergarten. Had to explain the butt witch to her teacher. And then it goes on to say Butterflakes jingle, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so she's talking about they just picked up this series, guys. The last Netflix just picked up this series for a whole year, a whole season. And right here, all of it. Here it is. Vickerman's masterpiece, 12 Forever, is so surreal and hilarious and fucked up that I love it and can't seem to find the words to describe it other than the words I just used. That's an adult saying that about a children's cartoon. So you're going to tell me, I haven't even watched one episode of it, and I can guarantee you that this is a children's cartoon aimed at putting adult-themed things into it so that our children are basically indoctrinated with some, to be the victims, to be the prey to these predators. It shows the artwork. Wow, this is great, she says. This is from her Netflix show. Her show was just signed weeks ago, guys. Her show was just signed weeks ago. She is not addressing this. Every single tweet that comes out about it is being completely wiped out. Netflix is covering their ass on this one. Pardon my language, but I'm not monetized, so whatever. Anyway, guys, that's the end of this video. I hope that was at least a little brief. I'm sorry. I was chasing down and grabbing these screenshots as she was deleting Tumblr. She had multiple Tumblr pages. There is multiple pages on Tumblr called Julia Vickerman is a pedophile. Julia is a pedo. The many pages. There's an angry parent out there. Put it that way. Somebody's parent is pissed. Anyway, happy Labor Day, everybody. Have a wonderful day.